5G is almost here in India, and a lot of you guys have been asking us which is the best 5G phone to buy right now. So in this video, I'm going to tell you the best 5G phone in different price segments, be it under 15K, 20K, 30K, 40K, you get the idea. Also, yes, I will be focusing on 5G, but I'll also be focusing on if it's a good phone or not, and not just good in terms of 5G. Before we start, let's face it, we've all come across a time when we have a very important file that's maybe damaged or corrupted and it just isn't opening. This is where Wondershare Repair It is a great tool to have. With this, you can repair corrupted videos, photos, audio files, and more. Plus, it supports most of the different file formats. I can just scan the file and the tool shows me a preview of the repair and I can then repair the file. Easy. There's even an online version of Repair It so that you can repair files quickly. So if you have a corrupted or damaged file you have been wanting to repair, check out Wondershare Repair It from the link below. So these are all the 5G bands that will be supported in India. There's low frequency bands that will probably be used in tier 2, tier 3 cities, while the higher frequency bands will probably be used in tier 1 cities. I think it's pretty clear. Now there are no 5G phones under 10,000 rupees, so let's start with the best 5G phone in the 10 to 15K price segment. Now these are all the 5G phones in this segment, but only 3 of them actually qualify as a good or even decent 5G phone. A lot of these phones have 3 to 5 Indian 5G bands missing, so they're not exactly good 5G phones, so let's remove them. So basically we have 3 phones left, and out of these 3, the G51 5G is obviously the best 5G phone. Now I know you're thinking the Realme 9i 5G and the Poco M4 5G have only 1 band missing, so it's not a big deal. See, the problem is the Poco M4 is missing the N77 band, which is a high frequency band that will be probably used in tier 1 cities. So if you're planning to buy this phone and you live in a metro city, you might not get proper 5G support. Same with the Realme 9i. It's missing the N3 band, so you might have issues using 5G in rural or tier 3 cities. The Moto G51 on the other hand has all the 5G bands, and what I like is this is also a good all-round smartphone for around 12,000 rupees. It has a good display for the price, good performance, clean Android experience, solid battery life. It has its cons like its bigger size and average cameras, but overall I have no doubts about this being the best 5G phone under 15K. Now next up is the best 5G phone in the 15 to 20K price segment. These are all the 5G phones under 20,000 rupees, and these are all the 5G bands that they are missing in India. It's clear that even though I like phones like the Redmi Note 11 Pro Plus, it's not a great 5G phone with 2 important bands missing. So let's remove all the phones that have 2 or more bands missing, and then you have these 3 phones left. Now the Oppo K10 and the Galaxy M33 have this 1 band missing, and I'm not a big fan of this phone, so the Moto G62 5G is the best 5G phone to buy under 20K. It has all the 5G bands and it's also a pretty good phone all around. Here are the pros and cons of the phone, and one thing I don't like about this phone is that there's no AMOLED display, but other than that, it's a good phone. Having said that, I also want to mention the Moto H20 Fusion here, which is available at the same price, 18K. Now I know this is an older phone, but it has no Indian 5G bands missing, and it's a better phone than the G62 with an AMOLED display and better cameras. Moving on to the best 5G phone under 30K, and as you can see, there are a lot of good 5G phones in this price range. But here are all the 5G bands they are missing, and there's basically only 4 phones that have all the 5G band support in India. I'm talking about the Moto G82, the Oppo Reno 8, Poco F4 and the Redmi K50i. Now all of these phones will support 5G all over India, but let me make things simpler. If your budget is under 25,000 rupees, the Moto G82 starting at around 21K is the best option. I love how slim and lightweight this phone is. I like its 10-bit 120Hz OLED panel, the clean UI and very good performance. The camera is, although not bad, decent-ish, and the 33-watt charger is slow compared to competition, but yeah, this is a good all-round phone. As for the best 5G phone under 30K, out of the Poco F4, Redmi K50i and the Oppo Reno 8, I would go with the Poco F4 because it's just a better all-round phone out of the 3. It has the better display and better camera performance with OIS. It has its cons, but yeah, this is a good phone. Anyway, the next section is for people who have a budget of 30 to 40,000 rupees, and as things are getting high-end, it's not a surprise that a lot more phones have support for all the Indian 5G bands. These are the phones, and only 2 phones here don't have all the 5G bands supported, the older S20 FE and the new Vivo V25 Pro. Now, these only have 1 band missing, but yeah, let's remove them. Now all of these phones are good 5G phones, but which is the phone you should be buying? See, under 35K, I know it's a bit confusing, but I would personally go for the Nothing Phone 1. I know it has its quality control issues, it has these bugs which Nothing has been rolling out a lot of updates for, but other than the issues, it's just a phone that's very likable, be it for the premium unique design, good cameras, good display, and features like clean software and wireless charging. Under 40k, there are some good powerful options, but my choice is the iQOO 9. It's available for 39k, and I'm not a big fan of the bloatware this phone comes with, but other than that, this is a high-end, almost flagship level phone with a superb display, powerful performance, and a very good camera setup that includes a telephoto lens. The best 5G phone under 50,000 rupees. Now, once again, this is the high-end segment, so a lot of phones support all the Indian 5G bands, but there are some phones that lack these bands. I mean, here are all the phones, and yeah, the Pixel 6a is a surprise. I was not expecting that. Anyway, let's just remove the phones that have Indian 5G bands missing. Now, out of these good 5G phones, let's select the best phones. So under 45k, my choice is the Moto Edge 30 Pro. I know, the Realme GT2 Pro is also a good phone and it gets below 45k during sales and discounts, but the Edge 30 Pro is my choice because of the clean software and the fact that in our 8 Gen 1 Ultimate test, if you remember that video, it performed the best. Under 50k, the confusion was between the OnePlus 10T and the iQOO 90 since both of them have very similar phones, but I'd personally go with the iQOO 90 because of its better camera performance, be it the main camera or the ultra-wide, and I like that it even has a telephoto/portrait lens. When it comes to flagship phones, almost all the flagship phones have support for all the Indian 5G bands. Now, I said almost because you can see that the OnePlus 10 Pro is standing out with one band missing. Yeah, other than the OnePlus flagship, all of them support all the 5G bands, so you can't really go wrong. I mean, everyone has their own choice when it comes to flagship phones. So in this case, I think I'll leave it to you. Anyway, those are the best 5G phones to buy in India right now, and I know a lot of people are upgrading from their 4G phones to 5G phones since 5G is almost here in India. And if you found this video useful, make sure to hit that like button below and make sure to share this video with your friends and family so that they can make a better decision in terms of 5G phones. Also, subscribe to our channel for more amazing tech videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. 3 super useful iPhone tricks that you are gonna love. This is how you can share screenshots even faster.